Oh, look, a redhead.
Staring contest.
You still got it.
I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Thanks for tuning in to TV20's Weekly News Wrap-Up. I'm Leah Hasledge. The City of Cleveland reached a settlement agreement with the Department of Justice on police reform. The announcement was made at a press conference held at City Hall on May 25th with Mayor Frank Jackson, U.S. Attorney Steve Dettelbach, along with other leaders, discussing the transformative changes to come.
This agreement, however, gives us the structure and the tools we need to have comprehensive reform rather than doing one thing at a time. This agreement gives us the structure now to really implement comprehensive reform. In addition, this agreement takes police reform to another level and will rapidly allow us to rapidly accelerate our programs. It will also hold us to an implementation plan that will ensure success. We will have community policing at the end. We will have community policing as part of our DNA. As we move forward, it is my strong belief that when other cities across this country address and look at their police issues in their communities, they will be able to say, let us look at Cleveland, because Cleveland has done it right.
As the mayor said, we have signed and are filing this 105-page comprehensive consent decree that, once approved by a federal judge, will not only serve as a roadmap for reform in Cleveland, but as a national model for any police department that is ready to escort a great city to the forefront of the 21st century. And there is disagreement on the best ways to reach our goals for a better community. Mayor, that is a lesson that I learned from you over these last difficult months, that some of us maybe need to talk less, and we all need to listen more to the many voices of our community and our nation. And that, Mayor, that's leadership, and I want to thank you for that.
Thank you, sir. Thanks, sir.
The American Constitution Society believes that law should be a force to improve the lives of all people. The ACS works for positive change by shaping debate on important legal and constitutional issues through promotion and development of high-impact ideas to opinion leaders and the media. The group recently held an event at the City Club of Cleveland honoring Mayor Frank Jackson as the recipient of the 2015 Congresswoman Stephanie Tubbs Jones Public Service Award.
There's nothing that in and of itself is a panacea or silver bullet, and there's nothing that you can do in isolation without having an impact. So balancing the budget to create fiscal stability, to create an environment where businesses would want to invest was essential. So you have all these things happening at the same time, and each one of them are very important, depending on what time it is, and if one will rise to being more important than the other, but they're all essential.
Because the great work of pushing cities forward doesn't happen with ribbon cuttings, doesn't happen with national TV appearances, doesn't happen when there's something to report on and you show up at the right time with Anderson Cooper. It shows up in those quiet passages in the hallways, those Sunday morning phone calls, and the trust that you have in your leader.
The Community Assessment and Treatment Services in Cleveland is a substance abuse rehabilitation center which offers men and women comprehensive residential and outpatient recovery services. They recently held their third annual Total Wellness and Education Fair to inform individuals on the importance of maintaining healthy lifestyles.
Well, when I come here and I see this great event, this is how we do it in this neighborhood. This is how we make successful people. This is how we move people's lives forward. This is the total wellness, education, health, all the services that we need to move our lives in a positive direction. I can't thank Community Assessment as much for continuing to put on these great events. Thank you very much, and we look forward to a successful event today. Thank you very much.
We talk about the importance of stabilizing neighborhoods. Well, really it starts with strengthening and stabilizing individuals and families and households. And so the work that all of you do for this total health, looking at not just the medical factors of health, but also the environmental factors of health, including stability with your finances, stability in terms of having jobs, and being able to be connected to resources is so important. So thank you all for coming out here.
On behalf of City of Cleveland Department of Public Health and Director Toinette Perrilla, thank you very much for all your support. You know that recovery is a group effort, and we're looking here at part of the holistic presentation of how we help people recover. Treatment works, people recover. I don't know if you've heard that before, but like Brian Moore just said, we're all in this together.
Judge Ed Wade spoke on the Cleveland Municipal Court's partnership with the event and what it means to the community.
What this is, it covers all sorts of agencies are here today that talk about it. We have social service agencies. We have agencies here who will take care of your children while you come to court. We have all kind of agencies that deal with people, whether they're coming to court or not. We have one agency here who deals with depression. So we have everything here to try to deal with a person's health and welfare.
The City of Cleveland held an open house at the Cleveland Water Pollution Environmental Health Center to educate children on the different departments in our city, to teach them sustainable tools, and to celebrate the 2015 theme, Community Begins Here.
As I look out into the audience, I see a lot of you being in our safety and service and providing the safety that we all are accustomed to here in the city of Cleveland. I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for putting on this event. These events are not very good, very difficult to put on, and for 22 years, I understand that they have done an excellent job.
And I'm here today, which is a blessed occasion. I actually have enjoyed it. This is the second time I've been able to be a part of this, but the part that I was involved in was way back a few years ago. But to have my children surrounding me, the CMSD's finest, these are the proud students that I now enjoy working for. We want to keep them on the mission of doing the best they can. Wherever they are, they represent the district well. Look at them, don't they look real good? And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
A proclamation was then given by the Chief Operating Officer for the City of Cleveland, Darnell Brown, to officially declare May 17th to the 23rd National Public Works and Safety Week right here in the City of Cleveland.
It's also an opportunity to do something that this was started for way back in 1960 by President John F. Kennedy. He determined that we should declare each year a National Public Works Week, and it's an opportunity for you to not only engage but to thank men and women who go about their work efforts every day to make sure that things are okay in your communities.
For more information on the Department of Public Works, visit the City of Cleveland's website at city.cleveland.oh.us. Clevelanders are striving for new, efficient ways to stay cool in the summer and warm in the winter. And now, unconventional options are coming out of the box. Literally. Ward 15 Councilman Matt Zone was joined by members of the Detroit Shoreway Community Development and Citizens Bank to unveil this new tiny house concept in Cleveland's own Eco Village, which will provide more affordable living options for our community.
You know, the Citizens Tiny House Experiments represents yet another green building housing project in the Eco Village in recent years. First, we started this trend in the Eco Village with the townhomes just right there on the corner. And that was a beautiful example of how we could take abandoned and vacant and underutilized land and repurpose it and build high energy efficient housing. Those townhomes heat and cool for about $500 annually.
During these initial phases of the project, our team explored a variety of potential tiny house models. Tiny houses can range, as you will hear, anywhere from 150 to 800 square feet. Some tiny houses are on wheels. As we researched further, our two guiding principles for this project became: one, green building and energy efficiency here in the heart of the eco-village, and two, the ability to live on the first floor.
The president of Citizens Bank, Joe Daraco, touched on the value tiny homes will have on Cleveland and its residents.
Smaller, efficiently built homes are eco-friendly as well. They offer sustainable living in a new home at a fraction of what the cost would be to maintain some of the other larger homes. And tiny houses also represent an answer to building anew on vacant lots throughout the city. Many of those lots are small, so if you're thinking about downsizing, as so many people across the country are doing, here's an alternative for you.
For more information, you can visit citizenstinyhouse.com. A community resource fair sponsored by Ward 7 Councilman TJ Dow was recently held at Thurgood Marshall Recreation Center. The purpose of the event was to connect residents with the city and county services they need, which include safety, health, education, and employment.
As you can see, I've had residents come up to me one after the other and thank me for hosting this event. So we'll continue to do this and get the word out because there's a lot of individuals out there in need, and there's a lot of resources available and agencies that can fulfill that need, and we want to make sure we connect them here in Ward 7.
I took this on because I am passionate about that. We cannot incarcerate people, bring them home, and set them out to pasture. We have to care about them afterwards, and not sanctioning anything that they did. But we are human beings, and we have to have a way to take care of our people, especially the minority person in this area.
When we return to the weekly news wrap-up, we'll get to see a very special high school graduation with CMSD TV reporter Shannon Kantner.
This is the moment I knew his future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
High school graduation is always a special day, a day students and their families look forward to and remember forever. But a recent CMSD commencement has been in the spotlight more than usual. Our CMSD reporter Shannon Kantner was there for the very special ceremony at the Wolstein Center and has the exclusive story.
John Marshall's high school graduation is making national headlines. While more than 140 students received their diplomas, it was two honorary diplomas that have captured the country's attention. Amanda Berry and Gina DeJesus, abducted as teenagers and held captive for a decade by Ariel Castro, finally got to put on their caps and gowns and walk across the stage. I was there for the powerful moment and talked with students and staff about how honored they felt to be a part of the special commencement. After every senior walked across the stage and sat down with their diploma, after all the families thought they had already cheered as loud as they could, this happened.
A little over 2 years ago, the Cleveland community celebrated the homecoming of three remarkable young women, Amanda Berry, Gina DeJesus, and Michelle Knight. ladies were allowed the opportunity to complete their high school journey. Although the journey may have been interrupted, it's never too late to finish the race. I, along with the faculty, the wonderful faculty here at John Marshall, the staff, and the student body, am humbled and honored to have the opportunity to present the gifts in the form of an honorary diploma from the John Marshall family to Amanda and Gina.
The crowd erupted in applause and jumped to their feet as Amanda Berry and Gina DeJesus made their way onto the stage wearing white caps and gowns. Amanda was a student at John Marshall when Castro abducted her on April 21st, 2003, the day before her 17th birthday. Gina, then 14, was taken as she walked home from Wilbur Wright School on April 2nd, 2004. She would have gone to John Marshall.
We just felt that they've missed so much, and anything that we can do to help them get back some of the experiences that they've missed, we wanted to do that. I was so honored. I was just overwhelmed because they really are heroes. They're heroes. Anyone that overcame what those little women overcame, they are heroes, and it was really a blessing for us for them to share this celebration with us.
Students were moved by the ceremony and honored to share their graduation.
Nobody knew they were coming, so it was like a surprise to everybody except like the administrators. But it was really cool. I'm gonna always remember it.
And she's not alone. Take a look at some social media posts, just a sample of the outpouring of support and excitement. Amanda and Gina sat with the administrators and speakers on stage, then joined the class of 2015 to turn their tassels and celebrate this milestone. Exiting with flowers, diplomas, and genuine smiles. After the ceremony, the students and their families spent a long time celebrating outside the Wolstein Center. Everyone I talked to said they couldn't have imagined a better graduation. From the CMSD TV studio, I'm Shannon Kantner.
Thanks, Shannon. This story has been seen on the news outlets like the Today Show and local stations across the country. In less than a week, the video on YouTube has more than 21,000 views. When we return to the weekly news wrap-up, we're going to see what's going on with our local sports teams with reporter Christian Patterson. Stay tuned.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
This is why you took a second job. Why you taught yourself how to fix the plumbing. Why you'll do whatever it takes to keep your home. And that is why we want to help. We are making home affordable, a free government resource that can make paying the mortgage easier. Call 888-995-HOPE today.
Welcome back to TV20's Weekly News Wrap-Up. I'm Christian Patterson, and here's a look at what's going on in sports. The 2015 NBA Finals are finally here, and Cleveland fans are thrilled because the Cavs have a legit chance of bringing the city its first ever NBA title. Cleveland fans are known for being some of the most diehard fans in sports. With no championship under our belt, the love for our team remains the same. Today is the day that every Cleveland fan has been waiting for. The Cavs are finally back in the NBA Finals. After 8 years of coming up short, we're back. And the Cavs fans have been rooting for something like this for years to come. This is our first chance at bringing a championship to the city of Cleveland. Most dedicated fans support their team by buying jerseys, attending games, and representing the home team by any means necessary. But one particular Cavs fan went above and beyond by tattooing the NBA Finals trophy on his leg before the series even started.
You seem to be a big believer, got a lot of faith in the Cavs, as you can see with this tattoo. What was your motivation to get this tattoo?
The motivation, I just knew. All these people getting the tattoos and lose, I'm reversing the curse. We supposed to be jinxed? Not no more. The king home. It's just all about being happy and watching your team succeed.
So, 4 games, we got to win. What's your prediction for the series?
4 games. Cavs in 4.
Cleveland fans have had their share of ups and downs, mostly downs. But no matter how the team performs, the fans stand behind them because they believe.
We're diehard fans. You know, sometimes it's hard, but for an opportunity like this for the city, we haven't been here since '07, so it's a great feeling for the city.
A Cleveland fan, I think, is someone who gets excited no matter what. Now, let's be honest here. Cleveland hasn't really had the best experience in sports before, but us Cleveland fans are just so, I'd say, close together, just so passionate and whatnot, that we always hope for the best no matter what happens, and we always hope for our best Cleveland teams to just root them no matter what.
We love our city, Cleveland, Ohio.
Never quit. I mean, we come out every game, pack the stadiums, pack the arenas. I mean, as the shirt says, Cleveland, we earn it. We earn it.
It's a great thing ever, especially here in Cleveland. Cleveland fans is diehard. We go hard for our teams.
Man, I've been a diehard Cleveland fan. I've been a diehard LeBron fan. I mean, I knew he was coming back, and I knew Cleveland was going to do what we had to do to make it to the finals. I mean, we got the squad this year. We about to win it all. I'm a diehard Cleveland fan. All in.
Although the Cavaliers have the best player on the planet, the national media still only gives the Cavs a 28% chance of winning the title. But Cleveland fans aren't buying that.
That sounds like some media bias. That's what it sounds like. No one gives Cleveland respect, and that's fine. I like being the underdog. We'll be fine.
Disrespect, that's exactly what I was going to say. I mean, of course, no one truly believes in Cleveland because, we haven't won in 50 years, but, hey, this could be our year. This is it. I like it.
No, I think people are underestimating us quite a bit, I think. Sure, I know the Golden State might look better to most people, but you know what? We've got LeBron, we've got talent behind the bench too. I just feel like they're underestimating us, and I think we can pull through.
All in.
All in.
All in, baby. Go Cavs.
All in.
All in. All in.
All in, Cleveland.
All in.
All in.
Let's go, Cavs.
Woo! It's that time of the year again. MLB All-Star voting for the 2015 All-Star Game is underway. Jason Kipnis has moved up to 4th among AL second basemen, and Michael Brantley has moved up to 7th among outfielders in the latest All-Star Game voting update released by MLB. Kipnis just finished off one of the best months in Indians and MLB history with a .429 batting average, 51 hits, 22 extra base hits, and .511 on-base percentage. Brantley, meanwhile, is hitting .302 and leads the American League in doubles with 17. Brantley was a 2014 All-Star and finished third in the AL MVP voting. So keep voting for Kip, Smooth, and the rest of the tribe to get to Cincinnati. The Cleveland Browns are a little more than 2 months away from their first preseason game for the 2015 season. The players are going through organized team activities at their training facility in Berea, Ohio. Johnny Manziel is fresh out of rehab and trying to stay on the straight and narrow, but he recently lost his cool at a golf tournament. An 18-year-old fan harassed Manziel for 2 hours for an autograph. When Manziel declined, the fan started heckling him about his rehab stint and his play as a first-year quarterback. Manziel became frustrated and threw a water bottle in the direction of the fan. Fortunately, the water bottle did not hit the fan. No charges were pressed and no arrests were made. Browns head coach Mike Pettin addressed the situation and stated, "Under the right set of circumstances, anyone standing here could get that. I have no thoughts. It's a non-story." I'll continue to keep you updated with the most recent Browns information through the summer heading into the preseason. The City of Cleveland Division of Recreation announced that summer meals will be made available to all children at city recreation centers and other partnering locations. Free meals will be served Monday through Friday to all children 18 years of age and under, or persons over 18 who are determined by the state or local public educational agency to be mentally or physically disabled. Well, that's all I have for your TV20 Weekly Sports Wrap-Up. When we return from break, we'll have more with Leah.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Right, mi cariño. So like I said, everything I learned about cooking, I learned from Grandma's empanadas. Shall we go again? Yep. Mix beef with the onions with the peppers with the paprika the garlic with the oregano with the cumin. Got it? Got it. Throw on the olives, stir, season, stir again, pour out the flour, roll out the dough, make a circle, drop in a fistful of filling, fold over, press down, and ta-da!
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.
Welcome back to TV20's Weekly News Wrap-Up. The James H. Walker Construction Management course is a 10-week, 20-session program. The course is taught by experienced construction professionals and includes a wide variety of topics, such as education, marketing, and estimating, as well as learning how to become certified with the City of Cleveland, obtain financing, and much more. The most recent class of graduates were honored at a ceremony held at the City Hall Rotunda.
What this program does, it helps you to be prepared. So when that time comes, you must break through and you must be prepared to take advantage. I was talking to a young man before the program started, and that's what I was saying to him, is that you always have to keep that pressure. You always have to keep that movement so that when that time comes, you can just go through and be able to take advantage of the opportunity as it presents itself.
So I'd like to thank all 32 graduates for taking the time to complete our 12-week course. Hopefully now you're equipped with the tools to take your business to the next level. We want to encourage you all to get all the certifications that you can receive so you can become, more valuable to the construction industry.
So through this program, we were given the ability to see where the avenue was to get some of the work in this city that we help pave the way for, and we create what it looks like in our building. And so we're thankful for that, and I think on behalf of the class, we're thankful that we get an opportunity to do some work where we live and to see some things come up that we contribute to.
The Chief of Public Affairs for the City of Cleveland, Natoya Walker Minor, spoke to the graduates about her hopes for their promising future.
It is our hope that you will then hire Clevelanders, and that's why that is in fact a law, so that we can repopulate that dollar and that dollar turnover. So we are hopeful that you all took copious notes, that you're going to build the infrastructure of your companies to deliver and to win. And when you win, to deliver on time, under budget.
The Delta Alpha Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated has been very instrumental in the Cleveland community. Not only do they mentor students, sponsor chess tournaments, and give out scholarships for college, they also take it upon themselves to educate the youth and lead them down the right path. Here's reporter Christian Patterson with more.
One of our yearly programs is called Project Alpha, where our national organization has us go out into the community and meet with young men between the ages of 12 and 17 and just basically talk to them about becoming a man, coming of age, making sure, protecting themselves, safe sex, how to treat a woman, and a lot of different things like that to make sure that we've done our part, reached out to the young men, and helped them on their development to becoming men.
There is a call to address the true and immediate needs of the community. Through this kind of event, the fraternity takes the opportunity to speak to the complex issues that youth deal with every hour of their lives.
And with what's going on in our city right now, the verdict coming down Monday, we decided to partner, and we decided to take this program and partner with the Division of Police. And I work closely with Commander Dennis Hill of the 5th District, and we are partnering up community relations and the Division of Police to help make this event successful. And the commanders played a big role in partnering with Alpha Phi Alpha also.
We do community programs throughout the year, and when he brought the concept of Project Alpha to us this year, we said, what better format and what better venue than to do it here at Glenville Recreation Center. It offers so much for these young men in terms of mentoring and preparing them for adulthood. And we want to show positive role models. We want to show a collaboration between our community partners and law enforcement.
The effort is to bring together a group of students along with a group of industry professionals to shed light on misguided information.
Well, it should be a positive response. I mean, you know, they're looking at people, adults that look like them and have probably went through a lot of the different experiences that they're going to or will go through. So hopefully when they look at us and they see us that, you know, okay, we're just regular guys like you and we're coming up, you know, because myself, I came from this neighborhood. I grew up all around here, and I hope that we can reach out and explain to them, hey, you know, I made it. You don't have to take the wrong road. You can become a good, upstanding citizen.
A fairly new member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated speaks on what made him join the frat and how influential they have been on the community.
Well, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated has been a great addition to everybody's community. We've always been involved in community service. These brothers are extremely well-spoken. And they kind of empower you as a young black male when you're growing up, and then you find out it's the first to do what they're doing. So now you want to be affiliated because everybody wants to be the first. Everybody wants to be a champion. So one of the reasons why I did it is because I wanted the opportunity to become the first in my family. And I was the first in my family, in my immediate family, to graduate from college. So.
The overall goal of Project Alpha is for the male students to gain valuable information with clarity and direction in making informed decisions and strategies to improve their outlook on life and the community.
May is Asian Pacific Heritage Month and is a time to celebrate the Asian and Pacific Islanders in the United States. Mayor Frank Jackson and community leaders gathered at the City Hall Rotunda to celebrate and to honor the men and women who have made long-lasting contributions in their culture right here in Cleveland.
It is so important to have diversity in the city of Cleveland. Cleveland's greatness is based on that diversity. Not only the diversity in the people, but diversity in their culture and what they bring to make Cleveland this place that people want to live, work, play, and do business. Without you, we would not be who we are.
I always tell everybody we celebrate all of the diverse cultures and communities in the city of Cleveland because we believe Cleveland is a great city. And what makes us great is all of the diverse fabric and the diverse cultures and the diverse people, ethnic cultures that we have in our community.
The Asian liaison for the City of Cleveland, Chi Min Chin, spoke about the value an event like this has on our community.
Tonight, it's about all of us breaking bread together. So we have a chance to get to know each other. We, the city, provide many services and have lots of resources available, while the community at large is doing a lot of exciting projects and new programs that we should learn and know about.
May was chosen to commemorate this occasion for a few reasons. The immigration of the first Japanese to the United States was on May 7, 1843, and to mark the anniversary of the completion of the Transcontinental Railroad back on May 10, 1869. The official congressional bill declaring it Asian Pacific Heritage Month was back in 1977. Well, of course, the weather is getting a lot more gorgeous, and there's plenty to do both indoors and outside now. So here's a list of activities and events you can enjoy. If you're headed downtown to check out any of these events or to simply get to work, be aware that resurfacing of West 3rd Street from Superior to Lakeside Avenue is underway. During this project, one northbound and southbound lane of traffic will be maintained. There will be a second phase to this project that will be announced soon. You will still be able to access all businesses and residences, but on-street parking is not permitted. Both phases are scheduled to be complete by the middle of August. The 24th Annual American Rib Cook-Off and Music Festival is a Memorial Day weekend tradition that has something for everyone and is the perfect unofficial start to grilling season and summer. The Marks Amateur Competition also took place, giving participants 3 racks of ribs and 2.5 hours to create an award-winning barbecue masterpiece. After the smoke cleared, the professional grill masters sampled the slabs to determine the 2015 champion. The annual event takes place at the Jacobs Pavilion at Nautica, but it isn't the first place this competition and rib cook-off has been held.
It used to be at Burke Lakefront Airport. We've been at Time Warner downtown. We've been on the river. It came over here about 5 years ago, and it's a wonderful venue for this event because it just keeps getting bigger and bigger every year. We get about 125,000 people that attend over the 4-day holiday weekend. We had bands every night. Last night we had America. It was phenomenal. Tonight is Steel Panthers. Disco Inferno's coming. I mean, some great music, great entertainment, great ribs.
Eckrich and Marks are two companies that extend large support to military families and paid tribute to Ohio Army National Guard soldier Justin Millam, his wife, and 2 children at the festival. They were honored on behalf of Eckrich in partnership with their campaign, Operation Homefront, with $1,000 worth of groceries as a way of expressing thanks and gratitude.
$1,000 will go a long way at the groceries, you know, to help feed the family and, you know, put food on the table. You know, it means a lot.
If you'd like to see more of these stories in their entirety, tune into TV20's Around Town and just check our schedule for times. That's all for your TV20 Weekly News Wrap-Up. I'm Leah Haslage. Thanks for watching. Now stay tuned for the Bottom Line Up Front with City of Cleveland Media Relations Director Dan Williams.
Car crashes. Accidents. We're telling you why be next.
So listen to us. Don't drive and text.
Keep Cleveland safe and do not text when you drive.
Thanks for watching TV20. We are Cleveland.